Pokemon fans, it's PokeKellz.
And I'm Hiker Alex. Welcome to this week's episode of The Dex.
Every week we focus on a new Pokemon, and today we're going to talk about that evil ghosty that comes from the shadows to take your life. Gengar!
Gengar!
Gengar is the original badass of the Pokemon world, and he's been piling on the scare since Gen 1. His formidable and unique ghost poison typing makes him a real force to be reckoned with, and an almost guaranteed staple on any team worth its salt at the time.
Plus, Gengar only evolves from Haunter if you trade him with a friend, which kind of makes him elusive as well as cool.
As I mentioned earlier, this creepy monster from Lavender Town is said to hide in the shadows of people at night, waiting to steal their life force. His power is greatest on the full moon, where he attacks Pokemon and people alike.
So Gengar's pretty evil too, huh?
I guess so.
Seems like a trend. It seems like we've done 2 Pokemon so far and both of them are really evil and scary.
Maybe it's because we're evil and scary.
What?
No.
Anyway, Gengar are generally mischievous Pokemon that love to play tricks on people, and despite the fact that the one we see in the anime loves Japanese stand-up and turns out to have a heart of gold, most Gengar are definitely not like that at all.
Yep. Being evil seems to be part of Gengar's nature. In fact, one popular theory states that Gengars are actually the corrupted souls of Clefairies or Clefables, as evidenced by their eerily similar body shape and size.
Now, this is totally unconfirmed, but think about it. Clefairy and Clefable are so closely tied to the moon, and Gengar is most powerful when the moon is full. There's definitely something going on there, and I mean, they both look really similar, right? Right? Anyway, so...
Wait!
What?
I've got a new and ridiculous segment to show them!
Yeah, what is it this time?
It's called Pokemon Behind the Balls.
Wait, what? That's super inappropriate. What did you just say?
I know, but I wanted it to be behind the scenes, and then I was trying to be like, oh, Pokemon, and so I was like, behind the balls, because Pokeballs, and then that was just like completely wrong. But I already made the graphics, so please just do it and don't think about it, and just don't say anything about it, okay? Behind the balls.
Okay, okay.
Just so you know, Gengar was one of the first Pokemon ever created.
Alongside Nidorino and Rhydon, he appeared in some of the earliest concept art for the game, which at the time was called Capsule Monsters. Because of this early connection that the Pokemon share, they get a little bit of extra attention in the games. That's why you see so many Rhydon statues everywhere, and why Gengar and Nidorino are fighting in the iconic opening battle. Gengar would totally win though. Anyway, this has been another exciting edition of...
Pokemon Behind the Balls.
Yep, still pretty weird. Anyway, on to battle strategy.
Gengar has been in the main OU, that's overused, competitive tier all the way back since Gen 1 because of his solid typing and really good move pool. Nowadays, his most popular set includes Disable, Shadow Ball, Focus Blast, and Substitute, with a timid nature and EVs, that's effort values, in special attack and speed.
By the way, a guide to all the complicated lingo and stuff that we're using is eventually going to be available right here. If you're watching this in the future and you want to just take a second, watch that, and come right back, I'll wait. Doing it? Done? Great. And we're back. Kells?
Right. Basically, the whole idea behind this set is that you trick your opponent into attacking you and then disable that last move that they used. After that, you punish them with a Shadow Ball or a Focus Blast.
There's 2 ways to do this. Firstly, since Gengar's a ghost, he's immune to normal and fighting type attacks. Plus, his ability to levitate protects him from ground type attacks too. Simply switch in an attack of this type and boom, take 0 damage and disable that mess.
For other types of attacks, use Substitute. The cute little doll you'll create out of your own HP will take the hit for you, allowing you to set up for Disable's sweet, sweet kiss.
Substitute also protects against stuff like Pursuit, which, with Gengar's ghost type weakness to dark type moves, could literally one-shot him if he tries to switch out.
Of course, there are plenty of other ways to use Gengar, so as always, here's a few random thoughts.
Gengar gets the same type attack bonus with both Hex and Venus Shock, which double in power when the opponent has a status condition. Get them while they're sick, Kells!
Thanks, Alex. Using Pain Split instead of Disable is also a viable strategy for bulkier opponents, straight out balancing out that health. Alex?
Thanks, Kells. Gengar also has access to Will-O-Wisp, which can quarter your opponent's attack stat and leave him with a nasty burn. Ouch, Kells!
Thanks, Alex. Gengar can also combine Perish Song, Hypnosis, and Mean Look to become a suicide bomber. Isn't that mean? Back to you, Alex.
I'll take it from here. Leftovers is the preferred item for Gengar, but if you want to go for all-out attack power, you might want to give him a Life Orb, because that thing frickin' rules. Hey, what about behind the orb? Better, yeah?
Too late now. Anyway, that does it for this week. If you have anything you want to add or want to suggest a Pokemon for us to do next week, leave that in the comments section below. And don't forget to subscribe. subscribe. I'm PokeKellz.
And I'm OCReMixer. Tune in next week for another dope episode of
The Dex.
But if you want to just go straight up for attack power, you might want to give him a life.
Gengar is the original badass of the Pokemon world. I already forgot everything.
There's two ways to do this. Firstly, Gengar's a ghost, so he's immune to normal and fighting types to top. There's two ways to do this. The Will-O-Wisp, which corners your opponent's attack stack with a burn. Ouch, Kells.
Disable, Focus Blast, Shadow Ball, and Substitute. With a timid nature.
So close. Now this is totally unconfirmed, but think about it.
I'm sorry, I didn't know where we were.